Welcome to No Coding for Success. I am Sofia Vázquez and my team is Aimee de la Rosa. As we have seen in class, e-commerce is growing and is here to stay. The global e-commerce growth rate for 2022 is forecast at 12.2%. This growth is, however, a dip from last year's rate, that the growth rate reached the 16.3% mark, according to Overlaw. We can attribute the growth in 2021 to the coronavirus pandemic, but if it's still growing so rapidly, what can we do to enter in the online market? If you don't know how to create or code a web page from scratch, and you don't want to sell only on your own in the WhatsApp group, then how do we do it?
E-commerce is when someone says this word e-commerce, you instantly think of an online store, selling products on the internet and creating a web page. People may think it is hard, but actually it is the complete opposite. With the help of no-coding platforms, it is possible to create beautiful pages with easy to understand designs and very friendly to the user. A no-coding platform is exactly what it sounds like. It's building a digital platform without hiring a programmer or having to learn something as complicated as programming. But why would you need a program to create a web page? The answer is simply e-commerce. The most common and comfortable place to sell products nowadays is on the internet. Since the pandemic, most of the stores were also transferred to a digital format. Nevertheless, not all of them were big stores and had the budget to pay a programmer and create a web page from scratch. Due to this, a lot appealed to the use of platforms like Wix or WordPress, to name just a few, to create a design that fits their company and products. The best feature is that they can do it themselves. No expert knowledge is needed, people just need a clear idea of what they want to portray in their web page. Two of the most popular no-coding platforms for websites are Wix, like we just said, and also WordPress. With both, you can create a website. Both have a design view, beautiful designs, templates, and both sell the user the website domain. The only difference between these two is that WordPress has a no coding option, and you can choose to use the coding option or just the view option. But both are great options to start to start an online business and for a business that wants to start to sell online. According to SEMrush, based on total website traffic, Instagram is one of the top 10 most visited sites globally, with 2.9 billion monthly visits. So if you decide to start your business online, but you don't have any experience with e-commerce, Instagram is also a good choice. On Latin America, 15 billion companies have a profile on Instagram and actually use this social tool to sell their products and have purchase and also to redirect to their websites.
You can make your Instagram page a business more legitimate by adding a link to a website where you can talk more about the products and your brand, and you can start creating the looks of what will the brand will look like and feel. It has been studied that brands in Instagram have a participation rate per follower of 4.21%, 58 times more participation than Facebook and 100 times more than in Twitter, according to Maclan. Also, one-third of the most viewed stories on Instagram are created by brands, and 50% of the users that follow the brands on Instagram have visited their website to buy a product or a service after seeing it in their feed, according to McLaren 2022. No coding platforms can make this easy. For example, we took an Instagram-based business that sells used clothes that are in good condition more cheaply than if they're bought in a store. We talked to the girl that owned the Instagram page and suggested her to create an online store to not only be more legitimate, but so people can leave reviews for her merch and also for her merch to be updated. Here are some examples of how the page looked like in the trial, but she is still considered buying the domain as we did it rapidly and she would like to customize it more. We wanted to add some frequent client identification or something similar. In conclusion, creating a web page and using it as a complement to an online store in a social network like Instagram can bring you more benefits in the selling point as your page seems more trustable, and in some platforms you can even add a sell by PayPal to make it even more reliable. So no coding platforms don't just make creating a business easier, but can also help you have it ready in a day. Here are our references.
And also, all the examples that we portrayed here with the girl were from previous projects that we had at school, just for context. Thank you.